And a lot has happened in the last couple of years with crypto, NFTs, and now AI coming in. A lot of around AI. What's your thoughts on crypto, NFTs, AI in terms of building wealth for the future? When it seems like there's been a lot of scams and all these different things and get rich quick schemes and people losing a lot of money. How can people use these tools, or should they even consider them, to build wealth in the future?
I really tried to like get into it. I wanted to buy a CryptoPunk, but I just didn't. I thought it was kind of neat to have like, the kind of the original, but CryptoKitties was like the original one. I never really understood. I never got into NFTs. Crypto, I've had an on and off relationship with because I bought Bitcoin originally 2017.
For how much?
17, and I like day traded it. Because for me, it's like everyone was talking about Bitcoin, and at the time it went from basically $1,000 from when I started making YouTube videos to 17. And so that whole rise, people were commenting, make a video about Bitcoin. I just didn't get it. I'm like, I don't understand it. And I thought when I made that video, like, I'm going to buy a Bitcoin and see if I understand firsthand what it's about. And maybe like me buying into it, I could just feel firsthand what everyone else is feeling.
Yeah.
And that helps. Like sometimes when I'm talking about something, it's hard to talk about something like objectively without having been in it. And then once you're in it, you could kind of see like you put on the goggles and you see like, oh, wow, this is what everyone else sees and experiences. And like, this is why they feel this way. So I bought a Bitcoin, but I was like, I had so much fun trading it because it was like 24/7. It's like you could be there at like, and I was just having so much fun at like 2:00 in the morning, like
checking it going up and
down.
down.
But I was making like these little $20, $30 like profits. Like it went up and I just sell, and then I place a limit and then like buy and then like do this, but I just like trade it, and then from there I just spread it amongst a whole bunch of like crap coins just for fun. But I don't just really focus just on Bitcoin really. So
where do you feel like AI is going to be coming now for building wealth? Do you think anything's there around?
I think it's probably too early. Yeah. I worry AI is going to become like the next hypey sort of thing, and I could see it going in that direction. I don't know how that'll come about, but I could totally see like a year or two from now, like AI becoming the next like crypto boom, NFT,
Web 3.0, and all these things,
something like that. I think like with crypto, I could see there being a huge future in that in terms of like the blockchain and like its use cases. I'm surprised they haven't created a digital dollar yet. Like I think that's coming. I think it's going to get to the point where everyone, like you get a social security number, you get a wallet.
I know.
And they know exactly how much goes into that wallet, how much goes out, where it goes. Like imagine every dollar has a tracking device in it.
That's
and they could see like, wait a second, you received this dollar, you got paid from this person, but you paid it out to here. Why wasn't there a tax? Why didn't you claim this?
Man.
Like, I think it's all going to get to that point in the future. There's going to be no privacy. Now, they can't get away with like without physical money at all for probably quite some time. It's always going to be legal tender. Like, imagine trying to like scrounge up dollars from it. Like, you're not going to.
Well, there's some restaurants that don't take physical currency. In LA, at least, there's like it's getting that way where it's only through the app.
Yeah.
And they just don't.
I think it's just they're going to make it so convenient. And they're going to build so many walls around using cash that people are going to go, I'm going to pay attention to it. So I think cryptocurrency is going to provide an option for them to do a digital dollar to track everything. And they'll know if like, they'll try to curb anything and just track it.
Wow.
So I could see it going in that direction. So I think it's a ton of opportunity. I also think someone else had mentioned this. It makes sense to me, like verifying luxury goods. Like if you want to buy, let's say, a Ferrari, you have something on the blockchain that says like you are the owner. This is built by Ferrari. Here's all the details. Buy a Louis Vuitton bag, and like the replicas are getting so good. You want to verify it's that. Here's a little NFT thing that comes with it. You can scan it, and like you are the owner. Like this, it belongs to this.
Right.
So I could see that.
That's interesting.
So that's where I think it's going, but I think we're just, in that initial boom phase, and it's going to develop, and I think the potential is huge. And that's why I don't know if like Bitcoin, Ethereum is going to be something that stands out like an Amazon of the .com bubble, or if it's going to be like a GeoCities, where it's like nobody uses that.
Right.
So I don't think we know quite yet, but I do think there's a ton of potential in that.
Before the interview continues, if you feel like you're not living your most authentic life, not leaning into your purpose, and not living the life that your future self would be extremely proud of, I've written a new book called The Greatness Mindset, and I think you're gonna love this. Through powerful stories, science-backed strategies, and step-by-step guidance, The Greatness Mindset will help you overcome all the different challenges in your life to design the life of your dreams and then turn it into your reality. Make sure to click the link below in the description to get your copy today. Okay, let's get back to this video.
AI, I don't know. I'm not smart enough to understand it.
I don't know anything about it
So
either.
yeah, I think it's really cool. What I was saying in my video yesterday, I think it's going to get to a point where AI is going to be able to create any video you want. Like imagine you searching and getting a tutorial for anything you need, and it's created in AI. Like
Crazy.
Like here's
Like
an
a
example.
character, like
Yeah. Like here's an example. But it's going to be so lifelike that you're not going to know this isn't a person making a video. Like imagine you're changing a car in a 2006 Toyota Prius. You type in YouTube, how to change tire, 2006 Toyota Prius. You're going to get like videos of people who have made that, but it's not going to be, maybe not going to be a 2006, it's going to be a 2005. It's not going to be the same color. There's going to be like an intro, fluff, all that sort of stuff. But imagine if you type that in, AI could create that video based on the blueprints of that car, how to change a tire, and it shows your exact car, a 2006 Toyota Prius, how to change the tire. Here's what you do. Here's where the tool is. Here's this. Here's what you do. And if you have a question, how do I get the lug nut on when it's too tight? And it creates a video, how to get the lug nut off that's too tight. Like why can't it do that in the future? I think it can.
I've got a couple fun questions for you.
Yeah.
What's your money goals? If you could predict, it's 2030, 7 years away.
7 years, yeah.
Where would you like to be in 7 years with your money goals? With your investments, cash, assets? You know, obviously there's so much that could happen in the next 7 years.
Yeah.
So many new developments that probably will happen that you're not even aware of. But if you could have a goal in mind in 7 years, where would you like to be financially?
I mean, I feel like I'm already there, but like it would be cool to be able to make $1 million a year in passive income. I think would be really cool just from investments. I think would be a neat goal to have. I think it's doable.
What do you need to make $1 million a year in passive? How does the calculations work for you?
Probably about 25 million invested in relatively safe investments.
Real
Could be-
estate, index funds.
Yeah, I'm talking net. So like net of all mortgage payments, just like purely profit, $1 million a year.
So you think you need 25 million in assets to do that?
Maybe less if it's real estate. You could probably do that with like 15 to 20, depending on the property you buy and if it's triple net and how much work you're doing on that. So I think it's doable. Depends on the investment. It just depends on what's the opportunity at the time. But I like having a split between like index funds and real estate because I feel like they're different enough where I'm not too concentrated.
Sure. That's cool.
But that would be just a goal if I'm to say anything.
$1 million a year.
Probably
Yeah,
that,
passive.
income.
It's pretty inspiring. You can have a lot of sushi with that.
You could, yeah.
Would you start spending more with that $1 million in cash? Would you look at it as like, now I can spend on whatever? Or what would you think about then?
I have no idea. I'd probably get a bigger aquarium.
Bigger
I don't know.
aquarium, yeah.
Realistically, though, I would say traveling first class, which you could do with credit card points,
Yes.
but like being able to do that more frequently. Like I do want to travel. I think that's a goal of mine to do one day. I really want to do van life at some point.
Van
And
life?
I really
Get
want
a
to.
nice van and go around the country.
Yeah, I think I'd like visit all 50 states. I think would be really cool. Spend 6 months doing that.
That's cool.
Travel, I think would be a lot of fun. Bigger aquarium. But for the most part, I think at this point, I just want to buy back my time and just be able to enjoy the things. Like the other day, it sounds stupid, but like it was a weekday and I just wanted to read a book. Like I never wanted to read a book. Like I'm not a reader necessarily for books. Like I'll read anything online. Like if it's on Reddit, I'll read the whole thing. But I just felt like reading a book. But I was like, but I got so much work I need to do, and like I'd feel better getting caught up and like ahead than I would reading the book. But I really wanted to read the book. So I think I'll probably lean more in the direction of like taking more time. Like even doing a trip like this, like a year ago I wouldn't have done it because I'm so focused on I just need to make videos and anything that distracts me from that. I don't think I was my happiest doing that because I just felt so stressed. Like, there's just random things that I was not fully like in the moment for, because my mind was constantly thinking like YouTube videos. What would be a good title for tomorrow's video? Like there'd be like people around having conversations, and I'd be there, and I'd be present. But like there's like that 20% of my brain that's thinking like YouTube in the back. It's always there. I don't think it's going to go away, but I would like to scale back from that a little bit. Just be more in the moment.
We'll have to get you out here once every couple months then for a couple days. You know?
I think so.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
Graham Stephan Show on YouTube. You've got some amazing content over there. I love it. You've got the podcast as well, which is really exciting. How can we, Iced Coffee Hour is called the podcast. You guys can see it both on YouTube. How can we be of best service for you? You got over 4-point-something million subscribers now. What can we do to serve you?
I don't want anything. I would just say if you want to subscribe, that would be cool. Subscribe to your channel. I don't know. I'd just say I'd subscribe to your channel. Like at this point, I'm fine. I would rather just you guys subscribe here on this channel would be really nice.
Subscribe to both of our channels. Yes. This is one of the questions I ask everyone at the end is called the 3 truths question. So imagine another hypothetical scenario. It's your last day on earth. You live as long as you want to live. And you accomplish everything. Your money goals, life goals, they all happen. But for whatever reason, you've got to take all of your content with you. So no one has access to your information, your content, YouTube, whatever else you create, it goes to some other place when you die in the future.
So it just gets deleted.
What would be, again, off the top of your head, those 3 truths for you?
I don't know. I don't know if there's like any absolute truths out there.
Or
like,
just lessons that you would want to share. 3.
I would say, gosh, like probably self-belief, like believing you can do something is very important. I think people are drawn to confidence. And so if you could learn how to be your best self and accept that, I think that would go a long way. And I think the less concerned you are with what other people think, usually the better they think about you, because you're not afraid to be yourself. And I think everyone is scared to be themselves. And so when they see someone else just like, not caring, other people look up to that in a way that so many people can't do. So I would say like those things universally for me have been true. I guess seeing that I could make money without having to be like actively involved, even though like I became very involved. But with real estate, I was in sales. And so the bulk of my income at that time was really like, I gotta be there, I gotta show houses. If I don't sell a house, I don't get paid. I could work an entire year and earn nothing